A lot of you Aquarius have the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Temperance. This is for your 2024 yearly overview. There's going to be way more people that you interact with, even more than usual amount of people, I guess, that you interact with in a normal year for you Aquarius, right? They say that the average person in their lifetime will probably be in some sort of communication or socialize with at least, 1,000 people, 2,000, 5,000 people, somewhere around there, within that 1,000 range. Aquarius, you associate yourself with way more people than that on average, because y'all represent the zodiac sign of the collective, right? So you're meeting more people than even that on average this year because of the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Temperance. There's a lot more of going out. There's a lot more of getting to know other people, testing the waters, see if people are functional enough to even be in a relationship, trying to get to know them on a personal level, and excommunicating and screening out the people that do not, and pointing towards the people that ultimately do have good communication skills and aren't idiots, you know? The Hierophant and the Temperance, you will have to use some form of strategy this year, though, Aquarius, because you're going to have to play some offense and defense. And what I mean by that is you're going to have to get good at both. You're going to have to learn to, when it comes to getting to know other people, you're going to have to learn to be defensive, not in a way that most people are defensive. You're going to have to learn to be defensive in a sense of being better at sniffing out people that are ultimately a waste of time getting to know them because they're dysfunctional. So you're going to have to become a better detective at figuring out very soon as you're getting to know somebody if they are a waste of time, but also offensive in a sense of being able to identify if a person is potential, and then going for it, regardless of what side you're on or what you're into, if you catch my drift. Because like it is that I said before, and I'm going to say it again, every single last person in general should be able to approach and should get approached. Can't have one without the other. If all you know how to do is get approached, guess what happens? That means that you're playing life on defense, only defense. You're waiting for somebody else to come up to you, which may or may not happen. When you do the approaching, it means that you actually have some sort of control over the situation to a certain extent, of course, because at least you're rolling the dice. And everyone should get a chance to actually approach, but while at the same time, you need to know how to get approached. Once you've put yourself in a position where you've gotten rid of the baggage, you're emotionally lighter, because you know how some people run around, Aquarius, and they're just so heavy, right? Their heart is heavy. Once you Aquarius learn to put down the heaviness of your emotions, you understand yourselves even better, guess what's going to happen, Aquarius? You will become more approached, because you're going to start to dress up in your Sunday's best, so to speak, every day, whenever you step out of the house. That will become a normal, that will become a normal routine to you. Everyone should step out the house in their Sunday's best, always. Whenever it is that I step out of the house, I'm always looking fly. Every single time. Whenever it is that, even when it comes to going to the store, none of my clothes, one of these days, I'm going to take y'all on like a room and a closet tour, stuff like this. None of my clothes are like stepping out of the house and I'm hideous and ugly. When I step out of the house, I'm showing pride and self-respect in myself. And that's one thing that a lot of you Aquarius are going to learn. A lot of you Aquarius are going to understand that It's not enough to just look unique. You have to look unique, but something that fits well to your own particular styles, Aquarius. Marching to the beat of your own drum that looks good on you. You got to learn colors, right? Blue matches with orange. That's why I have blue shirts, orange shirts. Orange shirts, blue pants, right? Very blue pants, right? In my own personal closet. Green matches with red, i.e. Christmas colors that we're coming into, right? Purple matches with yellow. You understand what I'm saying? So when you step in your game up, you will get approached because people don't see you upset and you know, emotionally heavy and, you know, pessimistic and stuff like this, right? So this is a year of you, Aquarius, having to learn to cheer yourselves up and do the approaching as well as getting approached. You will be approached this year. The Two of Swords and the Death card. Sorry about that. The Two of Swords and a Death card. This will be a time of you screening those people. Are they even able to be social enough? Or are they socially awkward dorks? The answer, you will know. The Two of Swords represents them being socially awkward dorks. And the Death card represents you completely driving around. I'm looking for the words. Driving around or swerving. Yeah, that's a perfect word. Swerving around those individuals. Like, nah, you good. Being alert. Because remember, being more alert. So a lot of you Aquarius are like, oh, word, you a weirdo. Okay, swerve around. Because the Two of Wands represents you see the problem coming. You see how much of a problem it would be. They would be stalkerish, uninterested in trying to go out with you because they don't know how, but they're not honest about it. They don't even want to try because they're too scared. But then when you have to live your life, they're upset when they see you, if they see you around, or if they see you around with someone new, or if you don't spend all your time calling them and being obsessed. The Three of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. The Three of Pentacles and the Four of Cups is about, because for you, Aquarius, have way more self-respect that they wish that they had from you. Talking about the weirdos. But when it comes to people that you are getting to know, you are not necessarily setting anything in stone that you're going to date these particular people. It's very much so about you, Aquarius, playing the field, dating around, dating for true relationships, but also testing the waters, not necessarily trying to put too much importance on one particular person or making things too heavy. This is much more about you Aquarius' own enjoyment, as long as you're not causing harm. Let's clarify the King of Cups. Knight of Swords, Nine of Cups, Justice, Four of Swords. Yeah, this year was difficult for you, and finally you get an opportunity for you to actually enjoy yourself instead of having to, you know, constantly deal with weirdos, liars, you know, simps, people who, you know, appear to be decent, but, you know, when they get comfortable with you, now all of a sudden they want to start being dysfunctional out of nowhere. Because that's a problem too. You'll have a lot of people on both sides, regardless of whatever you're into, who will act like they're good in order so that they can pick up suckers, quote unquote. And then once they feel comfortable enough, now all of a sudden they start to wild out and show the other person how weird they are. But the Four of Swords represent anybody who do that with you. It's exactly like one of my friends, Seth McChristian Thomas, said, whatever it is that you do to he's an Aquarius himself, but whatever it is that you do to an Aquarius is what it is that you're doing to yourself. And the Four of Swords is about just that. The Four of Swords is about, you know, you you don't have to feel so guilty or feel bad about the dysfunctional state that you will get to see some people in. Whatever it is that some of those dysfunctional people do to get themselves caught up, they've done it to themselves. And you, Aquarius, should not feel bad. Y'all got so much to live for coming up.